Hello, PancakeSwap community, cake holders, and all the beautiful people out there. Welcome to another PancakeSwap Roadmap AMA featuring Q4 today. Are we ending the year? It's no way, right? Oh Lord, time passed super quick. I'm Chef Fran, PancakeSwap's community manager, and I'm really excited to be your host today. It's amazing to see familiar faces in the comments when we was waiting for more people to join, and also new people joining us. Feels like a really family reunion for all these years together. I want to say that we are switching things a little bit for this AMA. Usually we start with some pre-collected questions and then we move to live ones. But this time we are going to try a new format. First, we will do a quick review of everything that happened in Q3. And then we will dive into our plans and goals for Q4. I know you saw the roadmap, so we are going to go deeper on each one of the parts that you saw on the roadmap. And finally, we are also going to talk a little bit about. I know you're curious about the emission proposal, but I'm not going to that right now. And we will going to wrap up with a dedicated live and questions. So I will take this time to remember, as usual, as every AMA, if you have any burning questions or comments, feel free to drop them using the hashtag PancakeAMA in YouTube, in Twitter. You can also do it on Telegram and tell our ambassadors to let us know. We will be keeping an eye out. So if you have any questions, feel free to use the hashtag PancakeAMA so we can find them. Today, of course, I'm not alone. I'm joined by some of the finest chefs from the PancakeSwap kitchen. Each of them is cooking up something really special for you. To not make this whole AMA super long, I will let them present themselves when they start their part, so it's easier for everyone. First, we have Chef Kids, PancakeSwap head chef, who will walk us through a quick recap for Q3 and our plans moving forward. And maybe we might have some few surprises. So please stay tuned. All right, kids, I will pass the mic to you. I want to know first, how are you? And what PancakeSwap has been cooking in Q3?
Thank you, Sheffer. Hi, everyone. Hi, all PancakeSwap community members, cake holders, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody who are located in different jurisdictions of the world. Yes, I'm very excited to share some, the achievement or, the things we cooked in the past quarter. I will start firstly from the PancakeSwap V4 because I guess this is the most exciting news to all the community members. This is also a very important project for the whole kitchen. So in Q3, we organized the two hackathons, one in Brussels and one in Brazil is a physical one, and also there's another one we hosted together with Bruss Online. So in these two hackathons, there are more than 200 hackers participated and more than 60 build were submitted, and also was set up the prize pool up to 60K to incentivize or to attract the builders or the developers to create the different hook ideas or the innovative hook ideas, and also can submit several fantastic build on us. Secondly, in the past Q3, obviously, September is the birthday month for us. So we celebrated the 4th anniversary at the Token 2049 in Singapore. There's a community meetup. I hopefully some of you guys on the call has participated the meetup physically, and let me know whether you guys enjoy it. And so on that meetup, I shared several key milestones for PancakeSwap in the past 4 years. I will also share a little bit here. So on trading volumes, we have hit 836 billion US dollars. And also we have served more than 43 million unique wallet address. So we assume we have served more than 40 million users, in the past 4 years. And then certainly on the product launches, actually in Q3, the credit goes to our product and tech team. We have a lot of new product and features go live. Firstly, I guess everybody has tried our Telegram bot, which is to bring the prediction into your fingertips, to give users more easy access to the DeFi via Telegram channels. And also we introduced the PancakeSwap Quest in beta to have better engagement with our users, in using our own Quest platform to do or host the different kind of marketing campaigns. We just finished one of the campaigns or using our own Quest for the 2G bot. Thirdly, we hosted the Egg and Pie IFO. It's a very special IFO because it's the first IFO on Arbitrum. It's a cross-chain, the first cross-chain IFO we did. We have got more than $50 million committed, and more and more cross-chain expansion effort underway is trying to enhance the community value for all the users. Also, we launched the ZAP, enabling liquidity provision with one token. We achieved 1 million weekly volume already. And now it's available on BSC, Arbitrum, and Ethereum right now. And also, I guess, most of the people have tried or, noticed the new farm page. We upgraded a new farm page for you to have a better user experience or more seamless experiences on the farm side. And lastly, on the product side, we integrated a new fiat on-ramp partners called Topper. This fiat on-ramp channels can provide users access directly to Cake and BNB on BSC and also the BTC on BTC network. So this is also a new trial for the fiat on-ramp channels comparing with the past 3 fiat on-ramp channels. That's all for product launches, and then we goes to the community engagement. We had a third, actually it's a third, meetup in Brazil. We received a lot of positive feedbacks. Credits goes to our ambassadors who help us holding the physical meetups, and also we're planning another 3 meetups in Q4 across the 3 continents to entice the ties between PancakeSwap, the kitchen team, the ambassadors, and also community members physically. Lastly, on the Cake emission, it's not in Q3. Over the past 12 months time, we're at a negative net emissions through different changes and achieved a constant annual deflation rate of at 1 to 2%. Going forward, we're also going to adjust some different proposals to enhance the trading volumes growth on different chains and ecosystem values, beyond the traditional liquidity minings. The guideline or the principle of the Cake emission is to give the cake holders more use case and give the cake holders more value of our native token. So this 4 part or 5th part, 5 part is generally the things we cooked in the Q3. Hopefully it's reasonable and valuable to you guys. Yeah.
Wow. First, I need to say I have to pass you a glass of water. You went through a lot of things. That's a champagne quarter.
Well.
I saw in the comments that one user says you're a woman who has work discipline. So I will agree. I will support that. It seems only hearing your voice, it looks like that. So thanks a lot, kids. From hackathons and product launches to celebrating our birthday, who knew edX could have such a wild social life, right? We all saw the pictures. I couldn't be there, but it seems you had a lot of fun.
Great.
Thanks, kids. Okay, that was a really, really great warm-up. But we know you are all here for what's coming next. So let's get to the juicy stuff. We all want to know what's on the menu for Q4. So I will invite another person to the table, another well-known person from the PancakeSwap community, so he can start this second section. I know many of you have been eagerly waiting for news about PancakeSwap before. We all see it in the community, in the comments, in the feedback section. So, Chef Momo, first, please introduce a little bit of yourself. We all know you, but it's always great to know how you are. And can you walk us through what's happening in terms of the launch of of PancakeSwap before and what we can look forward to?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. Myself, Chef Mo. I'm a product manager at PancakeSwap. Yeah, so getting up towards launching version 4. Thank you all for joining today. So I'll start with three major points on what's happening with V4. So on the development stage, we initially planned to launch the V4 in Q3, but we made quite a lot of improvements to the version 4, and which delayed the planned launch, and we anticipate the launch early in Q4 now. On the audit side, the audits have mostly been concluded. We have kind of hired top notch firms in this space and got the audit completed by them, and now we're working on other technical dependencies, and yeah, getting up for the launch. On the second part, like once we kind of start rolling out, or once we launch, the strategies we would prefer to roll out a fully packaged product, and that is what we are working on, and then gradually add more user friendly features over time. So the idea is the user kind of experience all the benefits of V4 initially, and then kind of the experience improves further over time. In terms of the most exciting part of V4, which is the hooks, so yeah, there have been quite some developments internally, as well as like Chef Kits mentioned, through hackathons, and yeah, so we are kind of working towards making all these features available to the users. And in terms of user having to navigate the hooks, they'll be able to see all the relevant information. So we are kind of designing a front end in a manner where they'll be able to access all the relevant information, and then kind of decide on which pool to interact with. And also there will be a set of pancakes of whitelisted hooks, so that user can touch those hooks, and then or pools with those hooks, which will kind of receive priority in terms of discovery. So yeah, I mean, stay tuned. There's a lot of good stuff to come in out, like for V4. Yeah, and hope to kind of give the good news soon.
Thanks a lot, Momo. You hear the guy. If you have any questions, it's your moment to post it with the the Pancake AMA hashtag Pancake AMA, so we can address it at the end. Those before updates sound amazing. I'm really looking forward as a PancakeSwap user too, not only as a CM, to seeing the benefits of this deployment will bring to PancakeSwap. And now a friend of the house and a lovely mate, Chef Van, is coming to the stage, and I want to know some things from him. I heard there is a new trading venue on the in the works. Something I think our traders and users are going to love it. I'm sure about that. So I usually do this with Van, but give us the inside scoop, Van.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, thanks, Chef Fran, for the introductions. I have no idea how my network is, so yeah, please blast in the comment section if I'm starting to drop out. So yeah, give us leaks. Yeah, okay. I'll try my best. So um, again, I hate keep calling it new trading venue because it's kind of like a secret code name that we have been using, and yeah, soon you guys will find out because a final rollout is scheduled in upcoming weeks. So finally, yeah, you guys will be able to experience it. The new trading venue is something that we built. If you're really into tech and into this industry, it's not really something that is like it's really something that is very familiar by veteran DeFi traders. But it is, I think, I believe it is the first time that we try to bring in such model into a user base that we think is quite unique and such a vivid user base, and see how it reacts to see if there's any new chemistry that it generates. So this is a new base that we built. You can think of it as a new type of trading engine that we're building that is completely different from the current AMM model. And it comes with its own unique benefits. For example, it pretty much eliminates price impact. It enables gasless trading. It enables a lot better price discovery. So, and it also bring the industry pro level players very close to our clients, which is you guys, to provide all sorts of benefits like better pricing, better liquidity, etc. So yeah, I can't leak the name. It's a bit painful. So some of the users may already have access. So yeah, this is sort of a leak. So we're currently doing some A/B testing, and we're slowly ramping up the number of users who will have access. And this is completely random. So if you want to see if you are eligible, go to PancakeSwap.finance and switch your network to Arbitrum and Ethereum. We're launching it on Arbitrum and Ethereum first to get a sense of how our community and swappers actually react to it. So yeah, go check it out. And then if you don't really have any access, then yeah, no sweat. Everybody will be enrolled in upcoming days.
Nice, nice. Thanks, Van. I think you can resist yourself. So if you hear Van, you can go to I would say Arbitrum, since it's cheaper, and start trying to swap, and let's see, maybe you find what Van is mentioning. I don't know how you do it, Van, but you always give me hype. So thanks. I think we can't forget that we saw again in this roadmap, it was high a little bit in the rest of the year. Multi-chain expansion. We all know, I think we all love multi-chain expansion, and it's in the roadmap for this queue. So I will pass the flag to Kids. I know we have some surprises there, right, Kids? We can say something to the community.
Yeah. So before we enter into this, surprise, or all the community members in the channel are say something, right? So firstly, before we enter that, I would like to give several guys, give you guys several data. Our key milestones we achieved on the multi-chain expansion strategy. So firstly, on Ethereum, we have achieved 12 billion US dollars in cumulative trading volumes. And also in Base and Arbitrum, we have reached 6 billion US dollars as well. So these numbers are actually driving force for us to expand to other chains. And we do expect more and more EVM and also Layer 2 to come out in the market. There are already several names. So for sure, in the EVM or Layer 2 chains, we're going to expand to more. Like Monet, we already deployed on the testnet, and we're waiting for the mainnet go live. So that's one of the chains definitely we will expand to. For the other layer chain, for the other L2, we're still in the process to assess whether who is the best choice for us. And also we're thinking, as a surprise, guys, we're thinking, apart from EVM chains, we're thinking whether we can expand to the other chains right now, because there's more and more ecosystem coming out in the market. We can see a lot of very promising or very active ecosystem in the market, and users, which is very welcomed by users. So I will not mention the name right now. I'll give you guys a secret, and but shortly we're going to review the secret, because this is a huge innovation for us as well, which can bring the PancakeSwap to a broader network, and can give our users more access to the networks and the assets on different networks. But we do have a plan to expand to non-EVM chain as well.
I can't resist myself. It's too much hype. Okay, several, not saying the names, EVM, not EVMs. Wow, it's a lot. It's nice to be back on track on new change. I think always expansion and future is multi-chain too. So thanks a lot, kids. Before we wrap up with this section about the project, the products that we are talking about in this queue, I think I will pass again to Van. Let's see what he can say about it. But I know, Van, you and the guys have been really busy enhancing our Telegram bot, and there is also a big website revamp. Also, Kids mentioned SAP, so I will try to merge these three products into the question for you. So, what can you tell us about what's new and how this all updates the revamp, the Telegram bot with the swap feature, and also, sorry, how these features and also SAP that we saw this already live, how these updates can enhance the user experience for all the PancakeSwap users?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cover like 3 points. So first is the Telegram bot. So if you haven't tried it, go try it. It's our latest new channel that we built to get closer to our community. Because as everybody knows, we are crypto degens. We live on Telegram day in and day out. So it makes sense for everyone's DEX, which is PancakeSwap, to have a Telegram bot. So we built one. And for the pilot test, because Swap is such a complex product, many people actually don't really know that because everybody may see that Swap UI is very simple, like compared to Farm, compared to liquidity, even compared to predictions, which is quite visual. Swap is actually very complex under the hood. So yeah, right here, I want to give a huge shout out to our dev team because you have to deal with all the routing, you have to deal with liquidity, pricing, all sorts of stuff. So for the pilot testing, we actually built a prediction feature first. But yeah, no doubt we're gonna bring Swap on the Telegram bot as well. So we're aiming to bring Swap into the Telegram bot. The main reason is that, again, we want to bring it closer to our community, and many other crypto community also uses Telegrams. So with that, we wanted to have this feature, and maybe it is kind of welcome by other community that can directly implement PancakeSwap bot into their community, into their channels. So it just draws in more users from other crypto projects, other community projects. So that enables the other projects to have an even easier channel to tap into the swap feature of the PancakeSwap. So we believe that is going to attract more retail users since all of the real swappers are living on Telegram. And on the note of website update, so as you may know, and also as Shafran mentioned, we have made several rounds of website updates, including the navigation bars and also the farm page. So the revamped farm page allows you to, because like internally, we have been receiving feedback from users that they want to discover liquidity pairs, yield opportunities, APRs across multiple chains, because we all know that we now have many networks that PancakeSwap has footprint on. So, and also it comes with a lot of different yield opportunity by providing liquidity and farming. So many users want to have a global bird's eye view on all of the farming pairs. So that's why we built and revamped the farm page. So that allows you to have a chain agnostic experience, which means that you don't really care about what chain that you're currently selected. You just discover, and then like when you're actually providing the liquidity, we will guide you to switch your network and complete it. So the upcoming improvement, consider as a little leak. So it all comes back to Swap, because Swap is our core product and is our most revenue-driven product as well. So we're going to build a improvement, I would say it's a total remake of our Swap interface. And it's an initiative from Chef Kids. So we believe that a new interface will really help our users to get more focus on the actual trade itself, because the PancakeSwap, we have been here for like 4 years. And if you take a look at the Swap UI, it doesn't really change that much from the very original version. So I believe it is the correct time. It's quite mature timing to make such revamp to really bring PancakeSwap trading experience to another level. And you will find the new UI very interactive, and informations will come when you need it, and quietly tucked away when you don't really need to care about them. So yeah, I personally tried it, and I really can't wait to. Yeah, sadly, we won't be doing any A/B testing, so you guys won't be able to experience it. Let's see. And lastly, for Zap, this is also a feature that we on board, and based on the statistic, it's actually surprising that we got such volume, even though it is really tucked away right now. It is a product that we built with our partner, PancakeSwap. So the Zap feature, in short, allows users to add liquidity using only one token. So we all know that providing liquidity in V3 is cumbersome. It's difficult. You need to balance it. You need to select price range. And once you select it, you will figure out that, oh, okay, one of the tokens is a bit short on the amount, so you have to swap again. So this Snap feature is intended to solve all of these problems. Right now, we only support one token, and also consider as a leak, dual token support is coming soon. So ideally, in maybe 1 week or two, everyone will be able to go to our add liquidity page, define whatever price range that you want, and don't really care about what tokens you have, either how much you have, what token has a larger amount. You don't really care about that. You just focus on the price range, get them right, and then you just click Zap. And then your token will be balanced automatically and, most importantly, efficiently with lowest slippage possible using whatever liquidity sources possible. And then one click, your liquidity will be added. So right now, only in a very small group of users who are facing insufficient balance when adding liquidity will be presented an option to Zap. And we still hit like 2 million or 1.5 million weekly volume. So it's really surprising and it's really welcome news, which means that it is something that can really help our retail users to make their everyday liquidity provision much easier. So yeah, right now I think we just rolled out to Arbitrum and Ethereum. I know Ethereum is quite expensive, so yeah, like Shefran said, go try it on Arbitrum. And I do believe that yeah, you'll find it quite useful when you, especially when you are first and green and fresh to Arbitrum.
Thanks, Van. Thanks a lot for these super deep explanations. I think everything that improves the user experience always is welcome. And I know SAP is a feature that we wanted to roll out for quite a big time. So I'm talking just about that right now, but I'm super happy that we could it in the end. And also, I'm really looking forward to see how to swap from my phone on Telegram, which is the social platform that I use the most. I cannot live with Telegram, I think. I would need to check how many hours I spend there every day. And also the website revamp. Yeah, as we always said, the user wants to, no matter, the user doesn't care what happened on backstage, we can say. They only want to try the PancakeSwap experience and also live their life on DeFi. So everything that we can make to make their life easier, I think it's great. So thanks a lot, man. Okay, I think we are wrapping up this section. Let's get into a topic I know a lot of you have been super curious about and also vocal on it, our emissions proposal. It's been a hot topic in the community lately, and who better to break it all down than Chef Kids herself. And also we have another member from the PancakeSwap kitchen. I don't know if you know him, guys. It's Chef Chili from sorry, from the kitchen. I give you the mic and the floor and stage. So if you can give us some light on the key points and how the proposal aims to benefit the entire PancakeSwap ecosystem, we will be all ears.
Yeah, thank you, Chef Fran. So yeah, we would like to take this opportunity or this forum to have a dedicated session for the emission proposal, because we do receive a lot of feedbacks and we do see a lot of communications discussions in different communication channels. So firstly, we appreciate, or actually we are quite happy that we have a very positive and active community who are caring about our protocol's development. Secondly, we value the community's input, on all the proposals or all the new ideas we pushed out. So we do think transparency is quite important or essential. So that's the reason why we would like to take this opportunity to have a more in-depth communication with all the community members about this emission proposals. So in this emission proposal, we suggest that, or the kitchen proposed reducing cake emission by 10%, or around 2,800 cake per day. So firstly, I would like to clarify, this is not a reduction of the whole cake emission. It's just a redirecting the cake emission from farms to the ecosystem growth. That's the most important thing I would like to clarify first, because there's a lot of misunderstanding that, we will cut the whole cake emission completely. So that's the wrong message. So I would like to put it here in the first place. So I will address several questions, and would love, or would welcome any questions after that. So firstly, why we would like to have a cake feather emission reduction or cake emission, redirection. So in the past 2 years, the whole kitchen has committed a lot, or developed a lot of new product to try to make, or actually it's the PancakeSwap, community embark on the new initiative to make a cake ultrasound, translation from an inflation token to a deflation token. We actually did a very good job. Credit goes to the kitchen and also the whole community. We achieved it within several months time, which is amazing. So we are also, the whole kitchen today is always open to the community's input on any of the topic. So the reason of the feather reducing emission, or the feather emission redirection, is number one, the VCake system is relatively stable. This new product has been live for almost 1 year with no change, with zero change on the top line cake emissions. And secondly, the PancakeSwap's market share across different chains has also been stable and in the growing stage. The emission of cake token is the cost to the overall system, and if we see the continued growth across volumes, TVLs, and also the other accessibilities of the PancakeSwap on several chains, it is possible that we can use fewer cake tokens spent, but we can achieve the same result. That's that's the two reasons why we have feather emission redirection. And the second question is, we received a lot of community members question, why 10%? Why we cut 10%? Why is not 5% or 20%? The first reason is the whole VE cake bribe efficiency. Because, after the, research of the whole market, we can see the bribe efficiency across most DEX platform in the market right now is around 1.1 to 1.3. But, on PancakeSwap, our bribe efficiency right now is 1.35 to 1.45, which is much higher than the benchmark or the general levels of the market. So a 10% reduction in emission will bring our bribe efficiency more in line with the competitors, or more in line with the market. The second thing is, the market share grows, and our, APRs continue to be healthy across the different chains. Like in BSC, we are dominating 80% of all the volumes in the past 6 months time. On Arbor, we can see a significant or a steady growth in the past 6 months time as well. Now we are taking 3 to 5%. On base, we're also constantly take 4 to 5%. And on APR, so we can list a lot of trading peers that our APR is much, much higher than the other competitors on, on the chains. So it's definitely reasonable that we can reduce certain cake emission to reach the same result. The third is, we do believe, or the kitchen at least, we do believe the certain reduction or the cake rate, the emission redirection is possible in order to retain a more flexibility to grow in the future. Because, previously, as I mentioned, and also the other chef mentioned, we do have a plan to expand to other layer 2 chains, and also even some non-EVM chains. All these chains, we need to attract the TVL. We need to attract access to our chains, to this chain, to support liquidity. So in order to do that, we need Cake Emission to give incentives to different, to the liquidity providers to attract the traders to trade on that chain on PancakeSwap. All these, new initiatives, the product, especially the V4, I'm going to address more details, all need the Cake Emission to support the growth or the whole development of the kitchen and also the protocol. That's, the reason or why we propose 10%. And then the third question is, how we're going to use the ecosystem growth fund, where we're using this term that we're going to redirect the Cake Emission from farms to ecosystem growth fund. So how we're going to use it? Everybody today, or every community members today, we can see there's a lot of people are asking, hey chefs, when we're going to launch V4, whether V4 will be launched in October or November, or when it's going to be live. This is also a question to all the kitchens, and also the whole kitchens are working so hard to bring it to life. But the V4 is more like a platform. I will not repeat the benefit of V4 to the whole AM model or to the whole DEX sector, because everybody, I do believe our community member is standing together with us, because we're pretty sure V4 would be an opportunity for PancakeSwap to leading the DEX again. And it will benefit the LP, it will benefit traders, it will also benefit the whole ecosystem. And now everybody's asking when it's going to live, because V4 is more like an open platform. We do need the different developers to develop different hooks that can give our users more customized feature. But developers, they also need incentive to come to PancakeSwap. Our platform is is almost ready. We're almost in the last step. But how we can attract the most smart, the most valuable or profitable hooks to PancakeSwap? That's the question, and that's the most important use case for the whole for this whole proposal. So in this proposal, we in the kitchen proposed, we're going to spend 250K grants program to support the hook developers. And also we're going to release 0.05 cake per block emission to have a sustainable incentive for developers. Because when we're launching the V4 program early this year, maybe Chef Frank can share the screen to all the community members right now on the channel. The kitchen already announced we're going to spend 500K funds or support 500K funds to developer programs. And also in this document or in this announcement in March, we clearly said that there is a cake emission plan for the V4. This is kind of an alignment already, and this time we would like to have a dedicated or specific number for the V4, because V4 is extremely important for PancakeSwap or for the whole protocol. And later, I know we maybe because we do not have a proper plan for the whole proposal, so we do receive a lot of questions. And so later we are going to have another written document announced to give our community members a more clear picture on how the VAF are going to benefit the LP or benefit the traders or benefit the PancakeSwap kitchen, and then by the end of the day can benefit all the cake holders. We're going to give you the written document to explain more details, and also we would still, because the V4 is too important for us and is quite urgent, we would like to push out the V4 as soon as possible, but the hook is kind of the core feature of V4. We need different customized hooking features to attract users, to give users better user experiences. Otherwise, there's no point to have another V4, because our current V2 and V3 works quite well. One of the most important feature of V4 is the hooks. So we do need to attract developers to help us build that. That's the one of the key reasons, or one of the the biggest use case for this ecosystem growth fund. So later we will still give our community members several time, but we still need this fund to help on the way forward. We're going to send out or push out another proposal. We would like to gain support from all the community members, on the way forward, and then we can stand it together. Because we do have the opportunity or chance to win this time again together. That would be the biggest use case for this ecosystem growth fund. And other than that, as I mentioned, a chain expansion and also new initiatives, all these efforts, new features, new products need Cake emission as an ongoing or sustainable incentive model from the Cake emission to support. I will not, repeat them again, but I would like to address or flag V4 as the most important topic. And then the last question we received is how you are going to manage the ecosystem fund, because a lot of community members do have concern. This Cake redirection or Cake emission redirection is permanent. Whether we can have a trial period, whether we can have a 3 months or 6 months trial period to see whether it works better, and then we can go back to, or we can redirect the Cake emission back to farm. We do not do that in the first phase, because we do think we have a very solid approach of the funds management. We can we have a very direct community feedback. We have the AMA every quarters. We have ambassadors. We have channels. You guys can give feedback to any time to the kitchens that if you think the funds is not utilized properly. And secondly, we can have regular reporting. We can use the public channels, Twitter announcement channels, to give a relatively detailed, version of the funds, how we used, or how the kitchen used this fund. And lastly, PancakeSwap has been in the sector for 4 years. We do believe the whole kitchen has the capability to respond swift to changes in the ecosystem. That we wish the support, or we trying to gain the support from, or the trust from community, that you can trust the kitchen, and because the kitchen's goal is quite clear, or is pretty aligned with every community members, is to give back to the community members, because every chef in the kitchen is also cake holders. So I will stop here, because there's a lot of details. I will not go through them one by one. There will be written document afterwards, going out, and then everybody can have a more detailed version. But generally, we are still trying to gain support from community, because this is quite important for us.
Thank you, kids. I don't know, Chile, if you want to add something. I think it's explain a lot of stuff, but I don't know from your perspective, if something you think you can address it, you can do it.
Thanks, Chef Fran. I think Chef Kids covered most of it. If any questions, happy to answer them in the community or async.
Thanks, Chili. As Kit says, we will have our usual AMA recap for the ones who couldn't be here. Also, this AMA is going to be recorded as always, and will keep on our YouTube channel for you to check. Also in Twitter or X. But after the broadcast, the video is not really accessible. I don't know why. We can blame Elon. But it's better to go to YouTube. And also, we are going to have all this information about the missions proposal that kids share in a written document, separated from the recap of the AMA. For the ones who want to address it and check it carefully, you can do it also. The idea is to give you all the information, so you could be completely out of questions after that. And if you have more questions, you can write it in our social channels, and we will be completely glad to address them. So, okay, I think for the last segment, I think we can address one question that we got. I think this one goes for you, kids. Community wants to know the reason why, for example, the NFT marketplace and also the gaming marketplace are hiding from the UA. Can you share us a little bit about that?
Hi, Jeffrey. It's about the NFT, right?
Yes. Sorry. Community wants to know what happened that NFT marketplace and also the gaming marketplace are hidden from our UI.
Yeah, it's actually a part of the whole UI UX revamp. In the last quarter's AMA, I think we already sent a message that we're going to have another round of UI and UX revamp. The goal of the whole website revamp is to give users better user experiences, because PancakeSwap right now we provide the most comprehensive suite of product comparing with the other DEX in the sector. This definitely give our users more opportunity or more access to different product, but a pain point come along with that is quite confusing sometimes, on the front end, because we have too many product is relatively challenging for the newbie or the new people in coming to DeFi sector. It's very hard or challenging for them to find the right place to trade our product. So that's the reason why we want to have this revamp. And NFT and the game marketplace is part of that. And the key consideration of the whole revamp is basically several things. Number one, the user base. How many users are using the product in the past according to our data? Secondly, whether it's generating constant value to our users, because we always put our users and community members in the first place. The third thing is whether there is another way to present this product to our users if the user base and the value to user is quite limited. So that's the reason why we put the NFT marketplace and also the game marketplace, to another, it's not on the top menu because it's, comparing with the product right now on the top menu, relatively the user base and the value is limited. So that's the key consideration. But I think it's not impact the users or the NFT connection users that much. We just move them from one place to another place, where I'm more than happy to give users, contents, or either in video format or in written format. We can give users more education contents to guide users how to find the right place, how to find the NFT marketplace and also the game marketplace if the users do have the need, or if the users is an NFT connection holder. So generally, it's only we're more than happy to put such education efforts, and also we're not removing them completely, just moving from one place to another place based on the key consideration as I mentioned above.
Thanks, kids. Thanks for addressing that question. That it was really vocal on the community these days. Okay, I think we have covered most of the stuff that we have for today. I cannot think on anything else. So if you chefs, I think Ban dropped. So I'm adding him again. If you have anything to say before we wrap up, I think a final goodbye. The mic is yours. Then, if not, I will do the closing remarks for all the community.
Yeah, I don't have much to add. I think, although quite sneakily, I think I already hit the AMA like the correct dosage of the leaks for today. So yeah, keep an eye out on the Telegram mini app. Keep an eye out on the ZAP features, aka the ad liquidity features, and keep an eye out on the swap UI. And yeah, lots to come. Stay tuned.
Thanks. Thank you, Van. Okay, I think if
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, Momo,
Oh.
do you want to? Yeah, no leaks, right? So
I
yeah,
was
for whoever
expecting.
is still asking when we're gonna launch V4, it's gonna be soon. So SON and with a trademark logo on it.
Nice, nice. I was about to not mention anything, but since you mentioned, yeah, that was the other question, the when part. But I was playing the fool. Okay, almost 1 year. 1 year. I'm so fried. Almost 1 hour of stream. I want to say thank you first to the chefs for coming here. I know it's quite a big stuff to be here and share with their busy schedules. Also to the whole PancakeSwap community and all the people hearing out there, us speaking for more than almost 1 hour. And I want to say to you a good rest of the day, evening, night, in which case we love you and we expect to see you in the PancakeSwap community channels and also gathering with us again for a new roadmap session in the future. So see you guys. Have a nice day.